Tell me about your museum.
Yeah, I try this one here. I want to look after those people who did so much for what we have, what we enjoy today. And not too much people who was killed. I say I gotta make sure those people are going to be remembered forever. And I try. Okay, I'm a guy again. Respect the working people, and I say I got to do something about it, and I started to collect those everything what I see here, what you guys are going to see here, for keep, especially for the kids, the tomorrow, they got to know who built this country with their hands. That's why I try to do what I can,
Let's come on, let's go over and have a look.
Well, the bigger things before the start of this railroad, we have the first machine coming out. That's the bicycle, the speeder, yeah? That's the first machine before we used to walk, and we used to haul the tools, and then we have the second one coming out here, and that's the hand car, for more people to work, And after that, they come in with motor cars, which should start from one for the crew, the big one. That's one we use for the crew. That's come from a Crescent crew. And then we have a second one here. Is the one that they use the roadmaster use for inspection on the track, for, to look after in case some trouble. They call it the work to go to fix what the problem, And then they come the last one coming out with this one here, with the car motor in. It's not like this one cylinder. This one is, and we're supposed to buy the motor from ourselves. The company just supply the frame, and then later on they see that there was much problem. They buy themselves, and that's the bills I pay for the motor car here to the company. I got to pay for. And this one here, that's for this one here. I pay to the company. I got nothing free. It's only one guy left in the museum here, $1, and now I put in a frame there. That's all. The rest is all my money. This one is the small one here, $10. And this one is $57. This one here. Around the country, like from West Kootenay to Crossness to Golden, and I was a supervisor, and I know where there was a scrap stuff, and I want to pick them up, spend lots of time and lots of money, for bring all of those tools what we have here today. Because if I never look after those now, it'd be all in melting in the factory, the scrap pile, they melt, we have nothing. I don't think there's anything in the country what I have here. Original stuff, started from the axe, the hook on the face in this zone around here. Men with the axe and a saw clean the face to the drill. Then they come behind, they build the railroad, the highway, the city, all with their hands, people. And I think we should remember those people. That's what I'm doing for.
Mr. Capuano, it may be painful for you to speak on it, but your own son Vince was killed in.
Well, that's why what I want to have a plot made for those people killing the job, like my son Vince. That's all I want. I don't want to know one of it. People should remember those people. Okay, we all enjoy what those people did for us. Tell you. Well, you got something to do this. Okay, I invented lots of tools for the company, and they make millions with my invention, And I got a paper to prove, and I got so much things I did for the company for safety, for the men's safety, I got so much. I invented those yellow vests. I bring the company. I suggest the company to bring those vests. The people get killed. I see too many people killed and hurt, and I say I got to do something. And we ordered 10 vests, 5 for Nelson, 5 for Cambrook, to test those things for the public, for the worker. We was a danger all the time, Yes. Yeah. And we used to have here We used to have a, even the bungalows. We was like a dog around the place, And after I find a good boss, the company find out that he was treated bad, the Mandanense way people. And they built this building what they have here in the Camp Brook today, according to me.
Tell me about today and how excited you are to have this here museum preserved at Fort Steele.
Well, what I want, actually I was I signed the paper, but I say maybe I signed my own grave, I say, because I see this it belongs to them there. I say, I don't like that. I say, it should belong to my family and the working people, all the working people, not just the railroad, every people, it should be this museum, And what I'm worried, in case something happen every place, like when we build this green home, I helped to build it there, And now somebody else come from away and own everything there. I don't want to go happen this one year. I want to be happy, stay there forever for the people. And my family. Before they do anything, they should ask my family and the working people, the Mandanense way people. Yeah.
So it looks like today your museum is going to have a home at Fort Steele where people can come and enjoy the museum.
That's right. No, I like that. The only thing I was like to have stay on complete. The way they say in the paper, they say it's belong to them. I don't know. It's the only thing I know like that. But that's all right. No matter how long they look after. And I want to have like some building like what I got. I give it this building they want. I don't want no money. They could take the building, everything. Okay, this one is a safe. It's made. Okay, fire. You can't burn this stuff. Okay, fire come and destroy what we got here. You never find no more. So that's why I like to have something aluminum around. Get the fire if we start even a Fort Steele there. Eh? Yeah. If they want some help for the idea, if I could do, I'll help them if they want. But they got to ask me if I know.
So you've actually had quite a few invention ideas that the CP Rail has.
Oh yeah, I got a book you never believe. I got a book you never believe. I got even here. I left the one here and the steel stove extra. If in case I lose one, I got 2 or 3 around. The all invention and all of the suggestion the guy did. Before we used to have those coal train. Going from a Spara Road alongside the track, they was loaded too much, and the coal fall down almost to kill some of my men, the bunch of coal. I stopped that. I make sure the company fight with, because they don't load them up those cars no more so much. I did so much. I even make a change of bandage for the worker. They get when they get hurt, because they know what's good. I make lots of change. It's all on the paper.
Could we just have a quick look inside your shed here?
Yeah. And also I wrote this one here. Here is tomorrow the people today don't know about the main railroad, eh? Mm-hmm. And I make this, I make sure tomorrow the people they gotta know, the kids, who was the first crew coming in for build the railroad. It's right here. See here? The first crew cross-cut the saw, clean the bush, tools use cross-cut saw and axe. They clean the right way, eh? Then we have a second crew, number 2, which is there. Which is there, with the horses and the scraper, pig and shovel and wheelbarrow. They level off before you put the ties. Everything is made here. Tomorrow they know how it's been built, this railroad. They could make a tape of this. Actually, they could use it for the Steele, one of the people they are around. Eh? And here's everything about how it's been built, this railroad and everything else.
Yeah. Leonardo, we have a visitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on in.
Yeah, come on in. And then here's the book. The album that's 1981 on the coloring. That's why I was asking you if you have a tape of this. I got the other tape, but I don't got this one.
Mr. Capuano?
Yes, sir.
I told you I was going to help you, so
Yeah,
I'm back to do that.
well, we try anyway.
Excellent. Just say again, sorry?
It's people from all over the world, they come here, sign a book. They make us say, you got something, we never share no plus what you got here, say. See, everything is here, eh? And they somebody make some writing, you know.
This is truly a one-of-a-kind museum, isn't it?
I don't think it's anyone in Canada or any place. You know, starting from the crosscut, so from the X, because first the crew come with the X and mark the where it got to be the right way, eh, where it got to be the road. And here's the tools for everything, which they build.
Oh, it's a monster.
Yeah, here's the tools they use to build the bridges, they use to build the tunnel, they build the highway, and they build the city. All the tools you see here, everything is in this one here. All the hand tools they use to build what we have today and we enjoy today.
So what we're going to do at Fort Steele is we're going to put up a plaque,
Well,
a memorial for all workers.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you what I want, because first, Vince got to be there, my name and my son there.
Yeah.
See, what I want to do, I want to, this railway museum, I dedicate this railway museum to all work
Yep.
killed on the job, like my son Vince,
Yep.
for do what we enjoy today.
Yep. I got a copy of a letter
Yeah,
that I want to give you that has that in there.
yeah.
But we'll let you approve the wording of the.
No, I like when the guys want to do, I like to know how they're writing those things.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's all I want. I want nothing.
Okay.
I suggest this, if there's nobody going to help me, I'm going to maybe save $1 here and there. I'll pay myself the way I did for all of this. See, it's only $1 there, see? Somebody left $1 here, and I put it there, where is the other limit there, see? In the wall. Oh. That's only $1 this railway museum donate. It's right there, see? That one of my boss, he make this for me. And there is all of my invention tools. You see there? See there? See there? What is the things there on the pedal loader there? That's all the thing I invented for the company. Make $1 million and I'm not gonna even thanks. Well, no, I got some correspondence good anyway.
This is Mr.
Nice to
Not
see
too
you
bad,
again.
not too bad, not too bad, yeah. I invented this, we use a lot of hot car, you know, the rails, eh? Used to have 2 men on one side, 2 men on the side with the bar, sleep, get hurt. I say I gotta do something about it. And I make this extension for the pedal load. And then what I did, I say for to save the life of those people that get hurt. But they don't want more job. I did pretty good. I say I'm gonna get hurt and they don't have no more of those people to work.
Well, timing's everything.
You know, see this one, I got all in the paper, everything, the things I hear.
So Mr. Capuano, you come on in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll get Doug on the other side of you. We'll get you to help hang on to the big chuck here. Mr. Capuano has gathered together a number of artifacts over the years that he worked on the railway. He was a pioneer in terms of creating some innovative ways to keep workers safe. And so he's put together this museum, and he wanted a way to preserve his artifacts and also to commemorate the loss of his son, who died in a work-related accident, and other workers in all industries who have lost their lives in the line of work. So what the government has done, actually our part is fairly small. We've just provided $2,000 to the Friends of Fort Steele, and they are prepared to house these artifacts and also to create some kind of a memorial that will help us remember workers who have lost their lives in the line of work.
having your collection go to Fort Steele?
I'm all right. What I see the government. Only thing I like be sure that they're gonna look after the, especially the building. It's gonna be something with steel around, you know, aluminium. If it's wood, they're maybe gonna have a fire. We destroy this. You know, have nothing no more left like this any place because they all been put to the scrap pile. I find this one in the bush. Actually, I know there's some more stuff in the bush. If I go with the machine with the steel fine, you know, at close the yak there, they used to hide there. The boss of the company, you know, they was asked why you got too much stuff. What I do the former, you hide someplace for not have too much question. Every trouble we come and we got the phone in Montreal, every place. That way they have something extra, we just to fix and nobody know nothing.
Okay, maybe I'll ask Mr. Martin, how will this collection be presented at Fort Steele?
It will be displayed as part of our Fort Steele Steam Railway collection. It's very important as part of our collection to sort of demonstrate how railroads were built and constructed, and Mr. Capuano's done a great job on depicting that aspect of railways. One of the railway museums that we have in the East Kootenays or the Kootenay area and British Columbia emphasize the locomotives and passenger cars and so forth, and not very many of them tell the true story of how railroads were built, and Mr. Capuano's done an excellent job there. So looking forward to having it on site and having it on display as part of our attraction.
What's the timeline? When do you think you'll have it open?
Hopefully this spring when the weather things warm up a little bit and we can get things organized out there. So.
What would you say is unique about this particular collection?
Well, it's the only one that I'm aware of that actually shows how railroads are built from the first person that sets foot on site up with hand tools and the older tools, and a lot of the railway construction nowadays you see a lot of the mechanized hydraulic systems on site, and Mr. Capuano's collection tells us how it was built in the old days, and so it's going to be part of our history.
I got all in the right thing if they want to hear, eh?
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
And I got all the collection since I've been in this country, everything you want to know about the Cambrook too.
And how long did you work yourself for the railway?
I work for 32 years, but after I retired the company, they got to call me back for teach the engineer with lots of school. I have no one of that school in this country. You know, my job, because nobody was, I never tell everything to nobody. I got some secret even today why I was doing a job like that. And when company, they got, every time I have a problem, I call Leonardo.
When did you retire?
In 1981, 82, and they called me back in 83 to go finish the job, all of those long sighting for the coal train, you know. Last job I did the Sparrow.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Let me just get a shot of the top of your... Sorry. One thing that you also need to know is the connection of Mr.
Does this mean a new building to house these artifacts?
We're going to have to look for a site and a building. We've had some ideas of maybe getting some of the original maintenance away buildings from CP Rail, if there's any available, or possibly building a new one. It's going to have to be secure, of course, and because it's away from the main part of the site. But yeah, it's a new building of some sort. We're trying to get as much of it as you can inside. Of course, a lot of the larger artifacts will sit outside on the tracks. But it's good to have it out there. Mr. Capuano was actually one of the original builders of the Fort Steele Railway back when the steam trains came to Fort Steele. So it's fitting that he's bringing his collection out there too. So very pleased. Yeah.
Well, this is really truly an amazing collection, isn't it?
It is. It's quite unique. Yeah. It's a lot of work has been put into it, and he's got it all well documented here, right from the first surveyor that comes on site right up to some of the tools and equipment that were used to finish the track off, when a lot of it was done by hand and pretty basic power tools, but a lot of it was handwork. So it's pretty well documented. So it's going to be a good collection. So it is a good collection.
In the process of bringing this collection to Fort Steele, we'll be creating a collections building where we can house it properly, and it'll be available for the public to come and visit this summer when we get everything set up. It'll take a bit of time to separate all the pieces that are here, but in the next year or so we intend to have everything in proper display, with recognition to Mr. Capuano for his efforts and his hard work. Of course, the big connection for me is that Mr. Capuano also helped build the Fort Steele Railway that is there today, so that makes this connection even more important, more valuable. The steam railway, of course, is a great nostalgic draw for anyone who's ever been operating or working on the railways. Last year we were very pleased to receive 2 switcher engines from Tembec, and with this collection from Mr. Capuano, slowly but steadily we're collecting the important artifacts that belong to the East Kootenays for the work that on the railway that was done here. We have a lot of old steam engines that are still out there that we'd like to bring closer to Fort Steele, closer to the East Kootenays, because it's our heritage. And what better place to collect our heritage than a place like Fort Steele, which is where a lot of the beginnings of the settlement here in the East Kootenays occurred.
And it's just going to be a huge thing for tourism value for the Kootenays as well.
It is a huge draw. For example, last year we carried over 20,000 passengers on the train, and that was one of the first years that the train ran the whole season without being down for a lot of time, and it shows what kind of a draw this can be. People will go out of their way just to come down from Golden, from Highway 1 or wherever, and from the south to visit a place like Fort Steele. It's regional significance. Some people say, I think it's provincial significance, and anyone who's had any work to do with the train, they'll go out of their way to come to Fort Steele.
Super, thanks very much.
Here he'll tell you everything about what happened around here in the railroad. All this here, wreck every place, you know, the accident and everything. See, everything is here, see? Everything is here. It's everything, see?
It's good to keep it all safe.
Oh no, I got a 3 book like this.
Is that
You see, without those tools here, without those tools, you have no train. But what happened? They spent $66 million for the other railway museum, and no 1 penny for this. Huh? Without this, that museum never be there. And we did all the work there too, eh? Boy, I'm so mad about that. He promised me, the guy there, he promised me, he put on a radio, advertise this one here. He never did. And then he told me, he want to give me the location and Fred said they put this stuff here. I say, that's you give it me? Who the hell give it you? That's why I never agree with them no more. I figured I got to do something myself. Because with this one here, you're not going to do nothing good. That's why I did, eh? I say, I got to start something myself. Because they say, you know, that's the same thing as the CPR before, you know. Not the CPR, some of the people, not the company, they was no care for the working people, just for the high class people. You know, the train crew, that was good. Without us, it never be a train crew, eh? Or you are the master or anything. Well, I tell you. No, it's everything here, see? Like number 33 is in a book here. It'll tell you what's number 33 for, right? Mm-hmm. See, everything is a number here. 19 years, everything, what I did, what I doing, you know, everything. See, number 33? Oh, it's a 35. But everything is already here. That the people, they're going to know everything about the railroad and why, with the number, everything, you know, how it been done, the work and everything. But that's the tools, everything what we enjoy today. Yeah. Well, that's another problem. I've never seen nothing done good in the Cambrook. I'm sorry to do this. Okay, we could have a long time ago, 100 pass, a number 1 crossing here, where it was a burns there, and now they build the gas company building there. We could have 100 pass there. You know, enough to not for a truck, but for the cars. You know, cheap. You know, if we could have 100 passes, Mittelega there, they could go to Calvert. I could do with the shower there, better job. But we could have something done in this city. But nobody doing anything. Nobody think about that. We think about for recreation. How about the people who need something? There's food, something. How about those people? You know, work and everything. Recreation. The people, the recreation, they got the money go, like in Hakerin or the museum there. You can't go there in the museum, the poor people. You got to pay for. The opera house now there is no more anything, just like opera house there, piano and everything. How about the pig in the shower here? The kids should know, you know, who built this country with hands, and lots of those people die for build what we have today.
But you brought up safety earlier, and it's really becoming now a safety issue not having a crossing, an underpass under the tracks now. It's a huge safety issue now, isn't it?
Yeah, well hey, everything is safe. You got to look after the people. We're talking about all the time what I hear. I got lots of time with TV and read the newspaper. What I hear all the time, business. I would like to know from anybody, what's mean business? Huh? What is the business? You put the business, the building with the business, everything, and people no common, you got no business. In other words, we should treat the people first. You know, this one is the business, not the business. But business, that's no good. To me, no good. We go wrong way, I tell you. I don't like to see what's coming. You know, especially for the young kids.
So we do need an underpass.
We need an underpass. We should have this a long time ago, like nothing. We should have. You know, you could have this here, where close to number 1 street there, you know. It's easy there to build before. It's culvert there already before, you know. We used to have a tool house there in the top of there, in the top of culvert. We have lots of trouble with the water there. We could have underpass like nothing there. And now the one at Mid Lake. And it was cheap. Now how they're going to build, I don't know. But as Mid Lake, it could be done like nothing. Easy, they get, you know, one post, one corner, another post, 2 posts, one another one, another one. And then they go on the other side, another post, cement post. And they got this bridge made already with steel, just a slide on the top of there, and nothing. Or maybe put those big culvert like in Alberta. They got underneath the ground, those culvert, 100 pass for the people. Huh? Easy. But we have too many people, not too much. That's a big problem. You know, I don't know if I'm doing right. I'm sorry to do this, but I see so much. I see so many people hurt, killed in the job. You know, that's why I can't forget those things. Eh? You see there? Number in the list there, the number Adolf. He painted my paint here, and you see there all between those people. You know that list there is Adolf. The picture they got in the Cambrook or someplace. Yeah. You see me there as a second line in the bottom. Oh, nice. That's he painted me this one. You see me in the mall there at the top like this, and he say I got to have pictures, and he did a good job. And like that CPR beaver there, I find that one around the campworks. That's the last one he was around. I say, I'm not going to leave this money.
Yeah, that's a pretty rare thing now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know, I don't care. I don't think somebody say I give you how much money you want. I never take no money with this what I got here. It's not enough money to what is the value of this one here, especially for the kids tomorrow. You know, they gotta know how will they build this country here. All by hands. Yeah. And I've been involved with all of those wrecks there. You see where they are black there? The one down below 33 there, as Parawood there. I for the ribbon track there.